Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do a little short video on replacing the fuel pump on this IS300. It's been having some intermittent starting issues, and the relays tested just fine, so all that really leaves is the fuel pump. So the first step is going to be opening the rear door and actually going to be removing the rear seat, because the fuel tank is on this on the driver's side underneath the rear seat. We're going to be using a Delphi replacement pump. I think the OEM is actually Denso, but this is what we got. It is this part number. And then to remove this rear seat, there is 3 clips that are just kind of push pins. So you just kind of yank it, you know, one swift yank on each of the points, and it'll come up kind of like that. The one's already done. And then that one. So we can go ahead and remove the seat like that. So the next step is actually going to be removing this plate, and by undoing these 3 screws or 3 nuts. And this has like a little bit of a kind of like a RTV like silicone seal that you're gonna go ahead and have to pop off. And then under that is actually the top of the fuel tank. As you can see, those are the 2 points, just 2, not 3. Over there, that's another part for the fuel tank, I think, but this is what you're gonna want access over here. So I'll go ahead and take those off with what looks like a 12, and then I'll come back with it popped off. Alright guys, so I got that plate popped off, and as you can see, you just have the main fuel line and the like kind of plug that goes into it. So we're gonna go ahead and undo both of these. This one should just kind of squeeze this, pull up. And then this one, this tab comes out, and then this will come off, but the tab will stay there. So I'll go ahead and remove those, and then we'll show you what everything looks like. All right guys, so we went ahead and took that connector off, took the hose off, stuck it back over here. It is pouring gas out a little bit, which is not too good, but there's what looks like 8 of these little screws or bolts or whatever. Looks like they're an 8 or a Phillips. So go ahead and take off all those, and then this outside ring will come off, and then you can actually pull the pump out like with the full housing. So I'll go ahead and get all that pulled off, and I'll show you pulling out the housing. All right, so it turns out this ring kind of comes out with the whole housing. So looks like we're just gonna pull the whole thing out all out at once. Very careful. You have to pull it up and around. Make sure you don't catch anything. I might have to. Looks like I'm gonna have to undo this hose right here, and then it'll come off, and we'll move over to the bench. All right, guys. So we got this all removed, and this is the new fuel pump from Delphi. It has a cap on the bottom and top to keep it sealed. You have the plug on the top. Comes with this little bag of a couple hose clamps, got a little hose, couple things here and there. So looking at the new one, or the old one, this cap on the bottom right here has to come off. So we gotta disconnect that hose. That hose will be fine. That should be it, and there's just these little tiny clips on the sides. Should be 3 of them, and then the plug at the top. So we'll undo the plug, and that bottom part will pull off, and then we can pull out the old fuel pump, and then we can go ahead and just do the reverse order, put the new one in. So I'll go ahead and show you guys with it out, and then I'll go ahead and put the new one in. All right guys, so we went ahead and pulled that one out. Once you have the dust guard off with this little, dust guard off with the little boot and the tiny retaining ring, please do not lose that. Then this should pull just straight out. It has a little like strainer, an O-ring, and then like a little seal, being very stubborn. So you just go ahead and transfer those onto the other one, or just use the new ones that come in here. And then that just pushes back in. This goes back around the bottom. Also, this has actually 4 little clip points. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. That just goes right back on there. If you were to replace the filter, you would have to take this top part off, and the filter is actually in here. But we're not doing that today. We're just replacing the pump, and that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over I'm gonna put on all the new seals on the new filter, put it back together, and reinstall it, and I'll show you guys the end result and make sure it works. All right, guys, so we went ahead and reinstalled the fuel pump. As you may be able to hear, the car is running, revving right at 1,000 RPM. Don't pay attention to those lights. So everything went well. Reinstalled it. It works, and I don't have any problems anymore. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. We have a ton of other videos on this car on the channel, and a whole bunch of other cars, and we'll see you in the next one.